Okay, here we go. I just need to be about 2 inches shorter. I have an itch in my brain, a question which I would like to try and answer. Is it possible to take my 5-seater, so a County 110 station wagon Defender, and turn it into a sort of a makeshift camper while keeping the second row seats for the passengers? You see, every man and his dog on Instagram has got a 2-seater Defender 110, which they turn into a camper. You can put a bed in here, you can put cabinets down here, you can put a sink and a basin and you can do loads, but you've only got to worry about the 2 front seats. I have to keep the second row seats. Yes, I could unbolt them and bolt them back in, but is there a flexible solution to keeping the second row seats and having some kind of a foldy, outy, sleepy, inny camper situation? Now, I was very fortunate to meet a really clever chap last week who came and visited me here and showed me his solution to this exact problem. And it got me thinking and inspired me and encouraged me to do something for myself. So, today's mission is I'm going to use the materials that I have and I'm going to see if I can turn this into a budget-friendly, super quick camper thing. All I had lying around was a few boards of OSB, and this is not ply. Ply is nice, and this is not. It's mainly used in the construction of new homes as a low-cost material. But it's all I had, and it should work just fine for a simple box setup. So, the idea that I'm nicking from Dan, the chap who came to see me last week, is to create a box system at the back, which then hinges here and folds out and rests on the bar at the back of the seat when it's folded. So now you have a somewhat sleeping platform. Yeah, it's not great if you're tall. I think I'm just under 6 foot and this is only 160 odd centimeters, so I'm gonna have to sort of fetal position it, but it's gonna be a bit more comfortable than sleeping on the floor. This entire build is a testament to thumb-sucking. I saw a really good idea and thought, hey, I could do something like that. I mean, how hard could it be, right? Oh my God. I thought I would start with the top of the box, the sleeping platform, and then figure it out from there. The reason being is that the height of the folded seat will determine the height of the box. And if you want to sleep flat, that is. Once I had the height, I could cut the floor and the upright sections. And even though I had a solid plan, it didn't mean that things were going as planned. This reactive building technique meant I had to keep making little tweaks along the way, like notching out a section to accommodate this door hinge. The other thing I discovered about OSB is that it's not very strong if you need to screw into the edge of it, so all the upright sections would need to be doubled up. To compensate for my dodgy freehand cutting, I decided to build the unit in 2 sections so I could manipulate it straight and square and then fasten it down. I was quickly running out of light for the first afternoon, so I decided to pack up and come back in the morning. Now that I had the main carcass, which still needed a little tweaking, like making sure there was enough room for the seat to fold down and that it didn't foul up against the rear door, I could start the internal structure and the ends to close up the box. These also needed to be doubled up for strength, as this would be the area that'll take most of the weight when I attempt to sleep on it.
Now with the storage section done, I could concentrate on the sleeping platform, which will need to be made up of a series of lids on hinges effectively. As nothing was really pre-planned, I just wing-engineered it.
Now I'm going to do something which I haven't done in a long time. I might have to put some yucky clothes on. I'm going to glue some carpet over this and make it look really nice. Okay, here we go. How sick is that?
And finally, the last piece of the puzzle, and rather anticlimactically, basically a flat board which transforms it from a set of wooden storage boxes into a quote-unquote Defender camper. But I wasn't done yet because there was one final curveball.
No! Oh, mate.
Fortunately, it was an easy mistake to fix, because all I had to do was adjust the hinge by about 5mm. Lastly, all I needed to do was test to see if the seats could go down and lock in place.
Okay, let's test this sucker out. Now, technically, I only need to do this side. Man, this is so awesome. Okay, maybe I'm a bit too tall. Let's try the other way. I think that I'll have the door up against my head like this. I just need to be about 2 inches shorter. And by the sounds that this unit is making, I need to be about 30 kgs lighter. Let's see what it's like with the door closed. What do we think? It's a little bit tight. Maybe I am 6 foot. If I spin around. Yeah, I suppose if I put my pillow on this back of the seat, then I got tons of room down there. Not bad, I think. This first storage bin worked out really nicely. Heaps of room in there. Got access to that little section as well. Not bad.
Feeling pretty chuffed with the results from a few hours of labour and some OSB boards, the camper was starting to take shape. But there was one final job to make it feel even more campery.
Well, the back of this is looking pretty good, and I'm pretty excited at how it's turned out. But before I sign off, there's one other little addition that I wanted to add. I got this MOLLE panel for my window at the back here. But what that allows you to do is to attach a few things to this panel and make it a functional space. Without further ado, let's get this thing fitted.
This MOLLE panel is from a company called Bison. I'm not exactly sure it was the correct one for my vehicle, but it was the last one in stock and was 25% off, so I thought I could make this work. I wanted to use riv nuts and hex screws, but there wasn't enough of the window frame to allow it, so I used pop rivets instead. It's not going to carry a ton of weight, so it should be good.
I think that might be the first time I've ever done anything first try. And it looks really good.
Another bonus is that over the years of buying camera bags, I've collected a bunch of little pouches, which came with various backpacks and things. Now they finally have a use. The idea is to put small, everyday items which need to be accessed quickly in these pouches, kind of like head torches, a lighter, or a first aid kit.
It just changes the window to a functional bit of storage. It's really good. Really, really good. I'm super pleased. I like that everything's black as well. Right, that's a bit of fun. Let me show you around.
The first thing you'll probably notice as you walk up to the back of the car are the sun-faded garden chair cushions I'll be using as a mattress. They were free and surprisingly comfy, but I'll sort a proper mattress when I have more time. The first box, closest to the back door, will hold the gas bottle, some cooking equipment, some coffee and food, and things that I'll need to get to more often. The middle compartment, which is a little harder to access, will hold my sleeping bag, a couple blow-up camping mats, and a pillow. The gas cooker is wedged in with the white trash cushions and fits like it was made for it. The whole system is extremely basic, but these setups take a good few trips to dial in, so I'm going easy on myself for version 1.
So there you have it. If you're on like a mega budget, there's still hope for you, right? It's super, super simple and functional. It gives you a full sleeping platform while keeping the middle row seats. For me right now, this is all right. This is pretty good. If you've got a 110 and it's a 5-seater and you kind of need to keep all the seats and you can't have a full-blown camper and you need it to be a daily driver, this is a nice little solution. And I hope you have been encouraged that you don't need a huge amount of money to be able to get something really fun and functional, and I mean it's comfortable. It's not like amazing, but it's comfortable. It's going to be warm, it's going to be comfortable, it's going to be better than sleeping in a tent on the ground, and I can't wait to try it out. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon.